Wanga atara ani Inuktalik amamang ma atahimayanga kungwatugalangnik kungwatugalag atia mamang ma tatia apanga ahit tamna apaga atataga atakarwiginnartara kungwatugalangnik ahit tauk ananaga atia alikamnak amamang ma amama. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, keep going if you have more.
No.
Okay.
Uluhaktong miutaw yunga. And ukawherattaw kangariyang miuto.
And do you have Inuvialiut name, and does it mean anything?
Kungwatugalaktam na attaraw tiga attara amamang ma attahimayanga pitkuhianik tahapumuna ilhimang nitara hunang mangan kihimik ilihimayaga atataga atia kungwatugalak tuktuhiuyuktok pitishin nun kangaralo pitishi tahap kwat Poanero tuktuhiuyuk tutahap kununa ananagatok ay pariblugo ikayakogo tuktuhiularangamik taima kaniglilaranga tatuktut haneannut akpayakhone unokpaktaingok tahap kuata inukungnut tuktui tahap kuata kaniglilaranga ta inukungnut atatattara iakhimayok tahap kunani inukungne utakkiblugi tuktui tahap kuat tikilaranga ta piyuminakhianga ta pitishishuit taima pitishishuit tuktunik amigaitunik ukiakhame pilakpaktunaktut anuakhamingnik ananattiara ukkuyunik atiginiglo kamingniglo pualuniglo atoktakhamingnik ukioraluk tamat namanawakhuit tuktuhioktunaktutaima tuktut ingiluraleraanga ta haneannut tal kangaraluk taima pitkoheralorannertaat.
Kona. So can you tell us a little bit about kind of, how you learned your language and how any like early memories of people speaking around you? Like, how was that a part of your life, your language?
Taima inulerama tuhalakpaktat ka ukaktut ukawhiptingnik inuinnaktut amamamnit ilamnit angamnillo angatka malroit amamang aniutait brothers and attamnillo attatkalo amigaitullu tahapkuan inuit ilagit inu kativingmingne kugyuangmi ilakpangnaramik iqaluksiorqutik nattassiorqutik tuktuhiorqutiklo inulukaartut ublumaat huliblutik uqamalukaarqutik uqauhermingnik uvanga tuhablunga uqauhiit taima ayuerrimayunga uqauhianik talvuuna kaeriuarmiutu.
And do you remember any maybe stories or special songs like that are in your dialect that were told to you maybe in Inuvialiut?
Yeah. I talked a little bit today about the
Okay.
story about
E-
my mother. That one was a story from what she used to tell me long ago.
yes.
I can tell that same story if you want me to.
We should have that already, so
Already?
we could
Okay.
talk about something else.
Maybe I can tell about how my lifestyle as we travel through the region and
We can maybe let's here I can ask you a little bit too about maybe what brought you to this gathering. Maybe you
oh,
could talk a little
okay.
bit about that.
This part? Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
ICRC, why you decided to come.
Okay. Ta huminga at pinahalang ng mata, katimanahalang ng mata man tuhayo nga ang nakatimnit ani kusimit. Ukalaw tiya nga amane inubing me katimanahalak tunngok ukawhip tigut ukalukarlutik workshop lutik katimablutik. Ukakatigig lutit Inuit amigaitut. Tay tuhap kang mga apasing mga ilaw niya kamnik. Ang yakimayo nga talbane yaro na imitilut tay matut apasing mat angin lakto nga. Hitak talbang nga hamani katiman na halang mata ayaw yukaw yugaluyo tamunganut kakimagluta ilaw laktigut hamane. Ilaw bluta ukaw hang mik ukalakutik hamane ukalukakutik imatulu ukaw hakput ayaw kalak palang mat ingilray na wang mat inuhipting ne nutakawalo kang silimat peang mata sikuring ne ima kanok tu hakugizi tu tikaniglo imatulu tuhap karumablugilo inungnullo nutakanullo atokoy nalakublugo inuhip ta ublok tamat misyagot tayma hamani katimang mata hamong ngawhimayo nga ilaw lako nga tuhagap pusaham na hamanin na walang ng mata.
And how does it feel like, to be in this workshop with working with language revitalization, that it's coming up, it's hearing everyone speak it around you. How does that feel to be here this week?
Iya. Nakukpiak tok tuhawak kapta nung nakatiging niluhaman kanok tu ukawang mingnik ikayu yutik sa mingnik. Kuya gayat ka katimang mata ima ukaw put ikayong nahukitugo awlak kang nahukitugo hibunipting nut kingunga pam ting niulo nutakkanon awlain nakublugo tay ma kanok pitkuhikainik ikayok reapting ne ukawik nikutam na awlain nakublugo tam na ukaribagtak kun hamane kuberi yakatay malyong mata hamane nakuyok ila ikayok ho mga kilo ubanga ukawit put tamakunago awlain nakublugo hibunipting ne.
And is there anything that, you've shared a lot about your suggestions and your stories inside. Was there anything that maybe you weren't able to get out earlier, or something you maybe forgot to mention? Any suggestions for them, the workshop, any of the things that they've been talking about?
Yeah. Imatululu awlap ka kaya nga ne ikayu tikapting nik ihumat kubluta itkawupta kanulekag ukaktipaw yugaluyugut ubangat taw ihumayo nga ima tam na ukawet put ikayo kumablugo hibunipti awlain na kublugo nutakat inuilo kag ilangit ukawet tik tamangmago ukwata ikayu tikawalot taw pitkoerle alang okutayn ng mat apkon atoktayt ikayu takak palaglutik ukuninga internet miglo phoniutiniklu tahapkuninga atoqpaleramikkik ukkuat uqauheqputtalvunga iluanungnarlugu nutaqqallu inuillu tautuktaksainning hillu tainiit nakuyumik ihuaqtumik tuhaaquvlugit iluanitalvani phoniutini iya taimaatullu ihumayugaluyunga tahapkunane kiimittau ilaani una dictionary-tau atulaqpaktaat Inuit taanna nutaaqpiliuqqimayaat ilaani atorluarungneerpaktaat nutaqqan just like iqiagillerrugu taamna atoqnahorrituugalaarrugu sikorvinne ilaanittauqa puiguinnarpakkamik hunaungmangaat dictionary takun tautukkaluarrugu tuhaanginmat una dictionary maqperaanginnaungman taimaittumik ihumayuugaluyunga una uqauheqput tuhaayaqqaqqun hiit tautuklugu uqauheq taanna hiit tau tuhalraarlugu takulraarlugu uqauheq hiit tau tailugu uuktorlugu tainia taima uqaqqalerumik tuhaavallerumiklu qanortuta uqauheqmik tainikkamik ihuaqtumik taanna ikayuutaulluarniarunarriuq ublortamaat tigumianginnaramikuli una atuinnaramikku ublortamaat tuhaavallerumik uqauheqmik iluanitalvani tahamnalu uqauheq pitquhiptingnut ubluummaat nalaumat kalerlugu pitquhiqqun uqarriara ima how time changes and how generations change so we have to go with the flow and that so sometimes we ilani uqauheqputa atauhinnarnigilli uqaleqpangmata phoniutini tahamani titerarrimayunik taapkuang utoqqariuangugamik nutaanik taininiklu nutaanik uqarvikhaniglu pivalerumik ublumut ihuaqtumut pitquhinnut Inuit ublumi atoqtaksainnik ihuatqiauniarunarriuq hillu aliaginiarunarriait nutaqqallu Inuitlu uuktornahuartut uqauhermingni tairiuarmiutut qanortulleqa.
Beautiful. And let me know if anything I'm asking like you already answered. I guess yeah. If anything I ask like after like you already talked about. I guess yeah. Also, like, do you work with teaching or teachers? I know we talked about it in there, but in kind of like a perfect world for you, what would your dream be for your language? You know.
Yeah. Sikuqtitiugaluaramaqaaraalu uqauheqnik tuhaavlunga ilimagama taigoq niillu uqauhiarni taigoqtaarapkin titeraqtaarapkillu taimaittumik sikuqtitiungorrimayungaqaaraalu kihimik sikuqtitiiu huerama imaatut kihimik ayurrautiblugit hulit tutainnik nunallaaptingne ima meqornikkulluunniit aullaarnikkulluunniit auyamillu summer campilerpangmata nutaqqat pitquhit ingilraat atoqrugit piffiliorrutaluunniit ammeqiblu qanortulleqaak nunami ittuta uqauheqputaamna ilihimagapku atoqrimagapku nutarauvlunga tahapkuninga nutaqqanik ilihautsinahorritpaksunga or even inerneriniglu angneruttinik inuuhuktuniklu havaqatimnigluunniit ukuattauqa imaatut ayuiqqaigaangaptannutaqqanik inung niglunit ima kuveanak tumik kuveahuk tikainik ilihak tukau yugaluyugun alianak tumi inutakkat kuveahung niagalmik iliharumik sahap kuninga hillo kanok tullo ima takugangap kilunit ilani ilihaktat kanutakkat apasilakpagtat ka ilani kanok ukawang mig ublumit ilihakpita. And then they would answer the answer to me. Kiuwaktun ilani nakuyumik ilani tau puyok pagtut kilamin no. Hamna ukawak tuhaya gaptigo ublok taman tay malo tuhangin nakublugo ukawak itasharila yagaloakot kihimig ulapit pagtugod TV niglo huna niglakag lutakkat ulapit pagtut hillo ukawang mingnik puyok kudik kablunangin naktutaw ukalak pagtut ilani kihimig taham na uktok tasarayagaloak ukawak put asyoglugo ilani ayok nakibat kalak tilugo kihimig una ukawak uktutik sawgalak inungnut ilihaw sinut tamain.
And what and pretend like you're speaking to them. What is something you want, youth, like maybe younger students, people wanting to learn Inuktun, or even like people in leadership, right? Like, what do you want them to know about your language? What do you want the world to know about your language?
Ima ukawera tuhat kublugo ima tut ihumagiyara ukawera kariwang miutun ito ilihakimayara ilamnin ahille ilbit kariwang miutawgubit taham na inuin naktun ukawek atong nahwak paglugo ayo kang nahwak paglugo pitkowik ko huligaloak tilutin mekogaloak tilutin huligaloak tilutin sikogaloak tilutin ulapkigaloak tilutin lunit anything. Yeah.
And what are you hoping, after last day? Tomorrow is the last day. Oh my gosh. What are you hoping that the group or ICRC or, all these language speakers, what are you hoping can come out of this, at the end of the day? That,
Tomorrow?
yeah, to walk away from this, what are you hoping we can get out of this?
Imatut ihamayugaluyo nga inarapta akago. Ilupting na kuwehuk tukaw yugut ima taham na ukaw hekpot ikayo kumagablugo tammakunago ukaw hekpot imatullo ihumasuti niglo ikayuti saptingnik nunadlanit ayo karopta ihumaptingni pisutanigli uktorlugit ay mapaptingni ukawakta pumuna hiwatigut uktuin naktakot ahillo taham na ukawakput nunalaptingni atuin nakublugo.
And I have kind of a fun question. Do you have a favorite word in your language or a word that's very special to you in Inuktun? And if so, why is it so special?
Pikpagigipkit.
That's
really what I always like that because my mother told imatun mamang maukaw lauti mga inuin ngok na maita pikpagilugit kubyagilugit ima ikayong nahawgilugit hilo kakpatalunit ikayo kayo magpatalunit alappak katalunit, iglungnut itaktillugit, tiitoktillugit, niripkarlugit, imalunit, kuveahongit pata, kuveahokublugit, ukakatigilugit, inuinnaktut. Kuveattagiangilne.
Hey, that's beautiful. And if you were to describe this gathering in one Inuanaktun word, what would that word be? Hard question.
Yeah. Maybe
Could be English, if not Inuanaktun.
that's kind of it's kind of hard, right?
Yeah.
That word, this gathering, a fulfillment of the language,
Mm,
more knowledge of the language,
yes.
and how to deal with it and promote it more to more people.
Yes. And is there anything I didn't ask, or maybe I didn't bring up, or they didn't bring up today that you felt is like really important to say? Maybe something they didn't ask, but you want them to know.
Mhm.
You know, ICRC, IRC leadership.
I really would like more knowledge of maybe fun things like games and storytelling and songs,
Yes.
especially drum dancing songs. I know it takes a lot of dollars to make materials out of songs, and you also need to pay the elders um, to to create the songs, or not create the songs, but put in writing of the songs that are already there, so that the songs would live on and on throughout our generation. And so we don't have that, so we just learn by what we know. And what we know is we hear from our elders. And my dad, he taught us a song that he made himself, and he created this song that was so important to him. That was when those long ago days when they were living, and people had a lot of tuberculosis then. And so he was sent out to Edmonton because he had it. And so he was out for 10 years. But while he was out and he was so sick, and they were going to do an operation on him so that they could replace one side of his lung. But he had a dream. In his dream, he dreamt of an old man singing the drum dance song. And he remembered the song when he woke up, exactly how the old man sang the song. So he used it as a healing song. It was a song described in the song of how the song was so wonderful, and he got his first, as a boy, he got his first 3 animals that he actually got in his life, and also how he got well again in that song, and so after he got to sing that song and make the song, and he had his surgery, and he lived for many, many years after that.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
Do you remember, did he ever sing the song to you? Like, do you know how to sing the
We
song?
always sing the song when we're drum dancing. It's a very special song because my dad passed away many years ago now already. But he lived to be an old man too.
Yeah.
And so he was the leader of our drum dance leader long ago. And so he passed that song on to the people, and he learned, my sister, younger than me, how to sing the song properly, and so she wrote it down, and so we use that song all the time when we have drum dances, whenever we can.
Yeah.
And we use that song many times to describe about our drum dancing and how it works and what kind of songs we sing when we perform when there's cruise ships coming into town. And we sing that a lot because a lot of cruise ships been going to Inuktalik.
Really? Sorry, I forgot to ask who your dad, like.
His name was William Karayut. And my mom was Jean Inuvialiut.
Mm.
Yeah, Kakayut.
And this song, do you have the lyrics or it's in
Yeah,
Inuktalik?
I would have to get my papers too.
Okay, but
Yeah.
maybe something you can send us and we can,
Oh yes, I will.
because we could, have you sing it or read it.
Yeah, me
You
and
don't
my
do you remember it off the top of your head?
I know only a little bit of it, parts by parts, but I
Yeah.
might sing it wrong, so I'd rather
Yeah.
give you the
Yeah.
lyrics and the song. Actually, maybe when we're having drum dance, we'll sing that song for you
I
and
wish
send
they,
it to you.
yes, and I wish they would maybe do some drum dancing
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow and do some of
But
the
we'd
songs.
have to have a drum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was given that drum that was made by my dad.
Mm.
He made a drum for my mom.
Yeah.
And so my mom had a drum. And when my parents passed away, and my mom passed away not long ago too, she lived to be 106 years old here at Long Term. And so I was given that drum dance. So I always keep that drum with me at all times, which has a little amulet on it, on the handle, which was made by my mother. It's a little zipper pull of sealskin mitts.
Wow.
And it's this tiny.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I use that on my drum.
Yeah.
And I love to do the freestyle. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
And I like to do the drumming too.
I think it's so important that you bring that up because it's so connected. You can't. It's hard to talk about language without bringing in all these other so important parts of the culture.
Yeah.
And so I wish they were doing more drum dancing and maybe it's something we could see more.
Yeah, I wrote that down on our survey on the last part, so that's
perfect. Yes.
Yeah. Also the lyrics are not to be written.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Properly.
Yes. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Nutakatamaita Inuvialiut ukauhengnik puyok tailutit uktok pagluhe ublok tamat mikigaloaktilugo imatut puyok nahokit puyok tailivaglugo ihumangne tay nahokit lugo ihuaktuming ublok tamat ayong nakpalyanektok ilane ubaptut ukalang nalang nakiyuhi. Time. Okay.